Hello. Hello. I think you guys. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Wait. Yes. All right. Hey, I'm in Toronto today. We've got a big One Piece regional this weekend hosted by 401 Games, which I'll be part of. But we've got a little bit of free time today. This is also kind of when I start streaming, at least East Coast time, like 10 a.m. So I'm just working pretty. I don't even in a different time zone. My body's like, you should be live streaming right now. So we're going to be doing probably like 2-ish hours, nothing too crazy, but I just had a little bit of free time, wanted to do some testing, want to play a little bit Gundam, just to kind of end out the week. So that's what we got today. We're going to focus a little bit more on the Unicorn Awakened deck. I haven't really played that much of it, but just because it's kind of weird. It's really weird that it's like blue-white, and then like you have to play like Amuro, but like the package is like so heavy-ended. So my first kind of thought on it is the turn A Gundam stuff. So is like the Laron C-Hack, right? It's a little bit tricky because I mean both these are so link heavy, right? So the consistency is kind of low, but I think like the Kapool for the discard one, draw one ends up being pretty potential. I looked at the turn A Gundam, I was looking at the other one too, and I just wasn't having. I just felt like it was a little bit too expensive for what it was doing. Also, Music, Copia, and Nation, thank you for the follows, and Nation for the subscription off the bat. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. I hope you're having a good Friday. It is Friday. Also, if you're in Canada, it's going to be a long weekend Friday, so that's a good Friday to be here. So I'm sure a lot of you people are here just because you have to be at the office, but you do not want to be at the office, which is understood. So yeah, let's just jump on into it. Should be a good time. And there can be some changes, but I think like Laron being able to interact with like low HP units can be good. It's like more of a defensive. I haven't been a really big fan of this Gundam, mostly because like you need to find Amuro, but if you do find Amuro, is a good card to like help you trade with things because they're almost always going to have like things. So I just found it needed more things to be rested, and that's really it. We'll see. This could be a bad deck, but I want to try it out. We'll probably just go and go back to League Villetier. Let's see. How to do it for the Gundam community. Well, thank you very much. I'll probably mention it a little bit more later, but I really appreciate all the positive feedback to the video I dropped yesterday. I dropped the video with it being, a potential, how do I say it? What was the best way to say it? A bit of a contentious topic, right? Something that could go either way, right? They're more opinionated than I normally do, right? And so I wanted to, then I got an airplane without any internet. So I ended up getting internet, but I was not expecting to have internet. But let's see, I found your deck builder. Yeah, that's also a neat little, I mean, this is neat for me and only me. Yeah, there's this little streamers are live button now, so you guys can see that I'm live now, which is really cool. Shout out to Chippy. We've been really, it's been a real big moment of like just rapid development. Obviously, you guys have probably seen like the meta analysis too, right? Which is good. This one is it's Xeon Rush because it's we'll have to talk about that. But there's also the tournament stuff. You can go here. We have like ranked online stuff too. So I have the deck showing up. Huh. I'll fix that. I swear it was working. This would be me being bad, so I can update it. Also, if you guys want to, I've had a lot of people reach out to me about like if they do well in new type stuff. There's now a form, so you guys can import your deck list. We have to manually approve them, but if you guys have deck lists that you guys did well, like new type challenges and that kind of stuff, you guys can do that too. So that should be pretty handy for getting some more. So yeah, a lot of new features we've been working on, which is really exciting. Really exciting. So anyways, let's play some games. I want to play some games. I want to lose. I want to lose with this. I do kind of want to try to grind to the top 30 leaderboard. you know, it is a function of skill and time, which I have a little bit of both. If we're going first, this hand is okay. It's not my favorite hand, but we can probably... The fact that we have like the Kapul on curve is nice. That can help it as well. Especially because we can do like... The Wilgem's actually kind of nice with this one too, because we can... It's very easy for us to turn into a 6 HP with what we've got. So I really do like the Kapul though. I think it's a really good card. Do not like that. It's less good. Get rid of the turn A and pass, and then we're going to lose the aggro. And that's okay. But with the Wilgem, like we kind of have to force them to, like, because we can play this on 2. They're going to crack our shield. That's fine. But then we can play out the other turn A and get there. Also, Doroy, good afternoon, evening, morning, what have you. Oh yes, I love this game. I love all these great things that are happening. We're the man. All right, since we have this play next turn, I think we have to do this, even though it's only going to be 4. Yeah. Z-Hack next turn also is not too bad. Got a lot of bonagers though. Because this has 4 AP. Okay. You know, that's actually pretty okay. Is that bug? No, sorry, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's really, yeah. This is fine. Okay, we've drawn every Bonager in our deck. Okay. Okay. One more. Cool. Can attack here. Yeah, because we're gonna do little on. Yeah. A1. Let's go this. Suppose this. I mean, this is actually not too bad. We're still in trouble, though. Don't get me wrong. But we've almost stabilized, really. Done to a specialist round, like 1500 times. We also have striker packs, we also have unforeseen incidents, we also have 5 bases, so there's a lot of chances that our cards in our shields are actually somewhat useful. I mean, there also could just be 2 copies of Unicorn, so, you know, a little bit less useful. Okay. Good. You know they have 1 vanilla in hand. The thing is that, like, yeah, that's really enough. That's extra enough. Yeah. Let's just be honest. I mean, we've definitely lost, right? It has to be... Yeah, it has to be specifically a base in life at this point. Isn't that fun though? Like look at all the cards my opponent played and drew. Right? It is simply all level 2s and 1s. And we literally can't do anything about it. We did play the Will Gem, right? The other thing is that we have sorry, I'm not trying to slow roll. We also have 5, 10 defensive triggers so far, and we didn't see any of them. It's also fun. This has to be strictly a base, which we have 4 other copies of. I mean, that helps. If we had like one more. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. Where are we supposed to be? Ha. I don't have all my fancy stuff with me today, so we're going to have to manually update these. Yeah, but like my opponent played no pilots. I'm not saying that we're playing the best deck, right? It's clear that the deck that we're playing is like more experimental, but like we didn't do anything wrong, right? And we even had tools to defensively interact with them, yet we still lost to them just turning every card they own sideways as they get them. They chose to go second. We do have, honestly, just the fact that we have to lift up on curve. Don't think the turn A stuff. I mean, it could also be that 100%. But I do feel like the fact that it does offer like a lot of consistency for our things is nice. I do like we have 2 pilots and 1 card that doesn't link with that pilot. That is very fun. We're just always going to see it. Oh, no, now we know we have unforeseen. Can't be good. They don't respect. Yeah, but biggest thing is that like I feel like the consistency of this deck needs to be a little bit more. So like the pool by itself is actually really, really nice. Yeah, it needs to be paired, which it wasn't. I think we're good to make the 4-2, right? Likely. Likely. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. And I knew they were playing red as one of their coverage, right? That's fine, you can get it. Right now, after climbing with Minerva for a while, almost gone less than 110. As in, what do you mean? Sure, that's good. Surprised they're paying that. Maybe I shouldn't be. That's good. Yeah, they're definitely valuing me. So I can trade there now. We also have a blue card that says draw 2, which they don't have that. That's kind of good for us. I think we hit here. I think we just do this again. Only it's 5. This says what? Breach what? Breach 3. They're both breach 3, right? That's... Yeah. In higher rank. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, yeah, Minerva. Yeah. Spoilers, that's good. Oh, double Dynamis. I see. This is 6 HP right now, but which is kind of funny. We can win next turn though by just playing this out. Reach 30. Yeah. And then we don't even lose to a link. Yeah. As long as this lives, we win. Assuming there's no, like, they could play a base right now too. It could be some base stuff. Okay, our third copy on. I guess they also could have, I don't think they have anything with suppression, right? Sure. That's fine. That's not great. I lied about winning. We need something that wins with Domino. Cool. right? Oh shoot! Oh, we're so bad. Oh, we're so bad. That doesn't have 5. No, no. I'm sorry. I can see it. No one tell them. No one tell them that we had game. No one tell me a game. I'll just pretend I didn't top deck a link. All right. We'll just do that. For some reason in my mind, I'm like, oh, clearly this is 5 AP. Now that's just me being extra bad. That's okay. Yeah, can you guys believe we didn't top deck the link? That's crazy we didn't find the link. Yeah, if only we drew like a Gundam, like RX, we would have been able to get, we would have been able to win, but we just didn't. We just didn't. It's too bad. Sure. The fifth on curve. Too bad. You guys will vouch for me, right? That I didn't punt that game. I very clearly didn't have an answer. Yeah, no. No, it's MSA's bad shuffling algorithm. I would have been able to win otherwise, but you guys know how it is. Yeah, no grandpas, no, none. None. It's too bad. They just straight passed them. Posture check, yeah. No, there's gonna be very little posture check today. I am not in my regular state, country, or time zone. Man, what's their hand if they're working like this? Oh. Well. I know we're only playing 3 copies of Onager, but it is pretty upsetting that we're not finding it. Yeah, I'm in Toronto right now for the One Piece regionals that's happening this weekend. They're thinking. All right, goodbye, you guys, please. Yes. I need to not tell them that we have unforeseen, so usually. What if we do a League Militaire package for Unicorn instead of Onager? Or you know what I mean? What if we just did that instead? That's pretty good. I think this is worth it. I don't want them to get card drawn. Now, I got to be kind of careful moving forward because, what is it? Moving forward, there's Banshee coming up. I have yet to find Celestial being to be too. I mean, we just lost to it, but that's because we got unlucky, right, chat? We didn't, you know, punt it. We definitely couldn't have won. No way, no how. Oh, we got another victory. Why you just walk that the first time? Okay. Interesting. He says, "Use 5, 2, 1." So there's things to do. Like he can. I think we have to put them on the back. If their answer to this board is Banshee, then we win. Okay, their answer is not Banshee. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we didn't take victory out because we wanted to press for them to win, or for us to win. The issue here is we do lose to that. I mean, they had to do Uso, is V dash into Uso into yeah. I mean, they can still rest my other uniform too. So this is good enough to stabilize. So we're not using the LR, but if we were, we'd be using it to get the what's his name? Sure. All right, one more armor off the top and we win. That's very good and very funny. That's also kind of funny. That's what they get for sequencing it like that, though. Can we even these out? Can we just say we're 0-1? I'm like technically 1-2, but yeah, I haven't done as much green red, but yeah, you kind of domino that. I think the turn A stuff is really neat, but it might just be better to still run like the League Militaire package. Is there anything like command-wise that's good? I mean, Strike Team's like not awful either, right? And it does link with specifically. I mean, being able to have Strike package linked with that actually might be worth it. Also, it does mean that we do get to link with Gun Easy, which is kind of funny. I'll try doing that. We'll play 1 or 2 more games, and then we'll try like more of the weekend here. That's fair. I didn't check if his last base. Yeah, there was 2 reasons we lost that. 1, we didn't get the Gundam link, and 2, we they definitely had shield as well. Yeah, well, so we can go over it. I just feel like the card's too expensive and it doesn't do as much, right? It's just a big 4/4, which isn't that much different than this. And more times than not, I'd rather find this card on Curve and play it on Laron. So like it's a backup copy of Gundam Amuro a lot of the time. I think that's just better. Sure, I'll keep this. We can do this into that, and then we'll be fine. But you can definitely run turn A Gundam. Like turn A Gundam with suppression is really neat. Also, there are some times where like Repair 2 ends up being really valuable as well. Ooh. I don't think we need a second copy of this guy. There could also be like a purple-white, I really like the Kapul. I think the card's actually really good. I think it's underrated how good this card is. It's just like the cycle, and so like there's many purple decks you could play it to. What is this card? Okay. Interesting. Anyways. And we have 2 good links next turn. Either Boninger and Unicorn or Gundam Amuro. But also we can just block this. Okay. Okay. They're going to be so upset at me. Let's do that. This one says 4. Activation this time. Warship. And then I think I have to keep the Turbo Ram. So Centron. I guess I'm gonna make Regulatory error. Awaken. I mean, Gundam Awakened is better if you don't see like your link at the bottom, right? Yeah. Unfortunate. Oh wow. They're gaming. Huh. It's pretty nice. Okay. Good sequencing. And now, we don't have the link for it. I mean, we can do the thing. The thing's very funny. Also very funny. Huh. Don't love that. Oh, I could have used the power, but then I'm bluffing that they have more. Now he's top deck Amuro again. He's or not Amuro. Don't be Amuro. You've got 4 Gundam links right now. Turn A would be yeah. I agree. I just find like this one's like slightly just better because it's just like way more flexible. Yeah, that's fine. No, you guys haven't learned this much. All right. Oh, perfect timing. Oh, great timing. Thank you. Unforeseen. Very good timing. Very good timing. Man, can you imagine if I had that last turn? Very good. I guess like CB is just like my kind of need that draw too. Yeah. I think they have to choose one. No, okay. 5 attacks coming in. Okay. Oh, but they're not ready for this guy. Oh, they're not ready for a second one. Oh, we're going. We're digging. Oh, baby. And concede. Oh. Yeah. If we only need one less weapon, yeah. Yeah, I think the throne. I mean, obviously they were good. I don't know if there was anything. I think we were okay. This deck was fun to test, but we'll try something else. I do want to try. I think the Kapul is nice and everything, but let's do minimum. All right. Yeah. Let's no, we don't need that on. We do need. We took Bonjour out. Whoops. Banshee Unicorn, like the whole, like the actual package? No. No, I have not. Okay. Four booster links with any weak militaire. It's tempting. But then we still have to find like 2 things to take out. Iridium Onager? No. Don't try that. I think this card could be good. We'll find out together if it's good or bad. But I mean, at this point, like, do we even need Onager? I mean, like, it's a 3+1 off the unicorn. But we could instead do 3, 3. This is probably fine. Do the old 3-2 split. Yeah. Is manager even necessary? Yeah, no, I agree. It's less necessary. But the thing that this like links with 3 things is actually pretty nice, and it's pretty good against specifically like aggro. Kind-hearted. No, we don't have room for that. Yeah, it's like Bonner's like not bad, but like I think with like this build we have enough cycle as is. Maybe even like there's a world where we only play like 2 copies of this. Like this is really good against like. I just feel like suppression's just so bad. Like if you don't actually get like the real thing. Well, I'm gonna test this out in a minute. I want to see how I feel about it. But like. It just feels like. Actually, yeah. Like Bonager itself is a good pilot. The issue isn't Bonager being a good pilot. The issue is that the things it links with are just mediocre or expensive, right? Like there's no. I guess like because he's a new type, there's like some niche like red things it links with. But yeah, it's just like it's kind of like the opposite. Like Amuro is a good pilot that has good units, right? That's pretty clear. On the flip side, Bonager is like a good pilot, but he doesn't have like super good units to link with. He's like not bad. Like I'm not saying that he's a bad card. Don't put that on me. But never know how to have it. Yeah, I mean, if I don't think like the unforeseen is as good, I can definitely use the kind-hearted. That can be the flip, right? We could do 2 copies of that, and maybe even a 3rd copy with a little less copy of Strike. But at the same time, like, I mean, I guess like overflowing affection and it are like the same thing, almost, right? I really wish we had some earlier units, but I think we're okay. Is unforeseen the worst card in our hand? It's probably the worst. Yeah, I mean, the other way to do it is that we just take out all overflowing affections and we just put 4 copies of kind-hearted instead. Because kind-hearted also is less straw. Like the effect doesn't do anything. The thing is that we don't do anything on 1. Right, please find 2 names. I think these cards are good. I think it's literally like proceed. Alright, pop my dude. Oh, okay. Moment of Rest is also okay, but honestly, I think in this deck, this just ends up being better. I think he's got the moment. He's tasty as the card drop. This is too good to pass it. I really wanted to do. I almost just did a League Militaire title stream, but I needed to trick you guys that I was playing Unicorn, so. Nice. I'd rather use Uso with this, I think. Which is why we're not using it right now. I'm really surprised they let me pop that thing. They could have just traded with this finally, but now we're fully healed again. They probably should have. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's okay. That makes sense. Kind of. We have another one of these, so we. I think the Parkrot's going to win us more throughout the game. This stinks, but we have to do it. Especially because, I mean, we just have so much value in the hand still. An hour in, he bamboozled. Yeah, yeah. I once again bamboozled you guys into League Militaire playstyles. Yeah, yeah. The effect for Awaken is 100%. 100% should have been a Soletta card. It just doesn't make sense that it, like, you know, and then you have to like put too many things, and like Academy's already 2 colors, so like you can't like fully do it. It's tough. It's tough. That's pretty good. Hard draw's too important at this point in the game. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh. I lost out on my card draw. I'm just not thinking. Whoops. That card draw makes a huge difference. Oh well. That would have been kind of good. Yep. Sure. Yep. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, you're welcome. And I don't want to play this because it has to get rested. So, yeah. It's going to hurt. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Yeah. And they can just go down the line. Understood. Sequencing could have been better, for sure. The thing is that, like, the funny thing too is that if I play out Gun Easy, then they just get to get rid of it for free because it has to rest because they have something, because it's a non. They're just interesting. Yeah, because it's a you have to. Cool. think blue card's gonna have that. Two. So I can rest. Just have to not live. Just rest a lot. Yeah, we really just can't do anything. Oh, that's a very good top deck. Bravo. And I don't know how many Amuros they've used. I think they've used like 3 though. They've definitely used at least 2. It's okay. They also have 3 cards in their trash. I think we have to bench here. As much as like we don't have a way to actually deal 1 damage. Now they have 3 blockers up too. Yeah. I mean, they're going to find a Riddy eventually, right? I mean, I guess they don't care because they have the next 3 blockers, right? Yeah, they just have way more value than I do, yeah. Norn was the difference, 100%, yeah. But it was Norn with a link, right? That was the thing, too. Okay, thanks. Give me an Amuro. Amuro doesn't matter. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. I mean, alright. We need to get like a Gundam Amuro and like have Strike Team actually do the work. The rest 2 more things, even then. I do think we just need to get rid of this. All right, now we're getting spots. Now we're getting places. That's like the worst unit for us to draw. That's so bad. All right. All right. Maybe unforeseen's not needed. Maybe we want more card draw. But Norn also just gets so much value too. Yes, my many Zolons. Again, we also just messed up though. We could have had, I mean, like, I know it sounds like really minor, but one more card makes a big difference. Show Resolve, we do play 2 Show Resolves, which I'd be really pressed to play one more than that. Yeah. And 4 to next turn, yeah. GG's. GG's. All right, what would I change? Probably 2 of these. Unforeseen's probably just okay. I think we can get away with 3, and then we can try the Kind-Hearted. We can do like a 2-4 split. So 2, 3. I think Victory Gundam we can afford at 4 copies, especially since we now have an extra pilot that links with it. Probably fine. At some point, like, we don't need to actually show a resolve to get the card draw. Maybe we just do 1 less unicorn in like our top end random. Probably 3. It can't help us with No, but so far today, it's just been like, this deck's been okay, but like, I mean, obviously it's barely a unicorn deck anymore. We played 3 of these and we didn't see any of them last game. But I think Kind-Hearted could be good if we are playing unicorn. And the burst is good too. Yeah. This hand's really good. It's really good. With Cure Engine, yeah. The real big issue is that, like, so you're playing a blue deck, so like you have to play Amuro. Like, I know that I'm being like really reductive, but at this point it's been very clear that you have to play Amuro. We can just kind of hang out. We can wait till the end of the turn, I guess. I do think it's a bit of a trap too. I will agree. I'm not immediately sold on it, but no, it isn't a trap. Gundam on the. I don't. Oh. Well, with that. I don't know if the show resolve made sense, but maybe. We're just drawing insane, though. I would be very surprised if they did a mechanic rework. I'll be honest. I think we're like 2-4 today so far. This deck worked, but it's because we saw our League Militaire stuff. I think Kind Heart's fine. Like you search one like less than the Oops. So we're going second. Oh, we can link? That's crazy. We should play it this time. It's just something that's a little clear about it. Let's see, do they have Gundam on? What they do still. Oh, okay. Wait, hold. 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 4-2. 4-2. That's good for next turn. Bounce sword. This doesn't bounce, unfortunately. It just rests. And then we have to get it, unfortunately. Each time it receives damage, reduced by 2. Well, alright. pretty good. Yeah, no, it's okay. I understand like why you thought I was playing a good card. It's understood. All right. The issue of getting rid of this is they can just bring it back, right? You don't necessarily want that. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. It's clear that like Awaken's like a cool card, but like you have to block here. Which this is good because then like this means that our token can trade with it. But I think we're gonna get outvalued pretty quickly. We let them do their things. Sure. Nice. We used to have like good plays, but like it's just very obnoxious. Two here. I want to do another 2 somewhere. You did the trade with me. Quickness is 3 can go here too. We're getting like low value size, but they have better late game value than me, which stinks. LR Gundam is very good. Ooh, they might not have Destiny. And they have that one, which is tough. Alright, so the only reason they're doing this is because they need the trade. They're gonna block here. They'd have to trade here. Then that one can go. This is probably just better. Because I know they want to try to. They must have an impulse number that they're trying to recycle here. They have to be. It has to be. Yeah, now I can't interact with that, so that's good for them. For an hour and a half. This doesn't link with this, which is unfortunate. You got it. How many Usos have we seen? Only one. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we get some things. We get everything. I could have pressed for it. I don't know. I could use suppression. They don't have anything showing that they can trade with me. I don't know. Yeah, now that Awaken's on board, yeah. Right? Like what's and it's pressuring. Sure. Yeah, I can go there. Okay, another. Okay, all right. That's fair. I'm actually kind of surprised they did that. Okay. Is that a bug? Should this be at 1, 2? I guess that's a bug. This should be at 5 HP right now. Why would they block with that? It's not 0 HP. What a silly turn, though. All right, maybe Kind-Hearted's a little bit. If we're playing Awaken, we probably should be playing it, right? Only hit for -2 once. No, we kind-hearted, and then we awaken overflowing affection and show resolve. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Was that? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just couldn't. Maybe because they had 2 of them. You're right. 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 Listen, you know, I'm aware that I'm not a master gamer, right? Can we all understand that I'm aware of the skill limit of mine, but also not being at home and also being jet lagged and also using a laptop that's like this big when I have to do it. I'm gonna be extra mistaken today. That was really fun. That was like a cool end game. Just yeah. I do like this card ends up, I think, being kind of helpful. Victor Gundam, I think, is better than people are expecting too. We can probably skip this. I mean, it's armor, right? How's that back? Let me unfer it. Yeah, I have 2 overflowing. I know this is kind of like a weird mishmash of commands, but I mean, I think it makes sense. All right, well, we'll see if they have a improved technique. Or they just seem to break. I'm kind of terrified. What are they doing? I mean, they could like close combat this if they think that I don't have 2 more things to play out, and then I don't get my draw for victory Gundam. Are they just disconnected because their hand's really bad? Yeah. Okay. Look how many cards we have in hand right now. It's crazy. Oh, we're playing against Wing. I see. I'm surprised he. Yeah, the token probably should have. I mean, no, it's because like Zolot could be. It could block this play. That's why. That's fair. Sure. They're gonna play wing next time, right? I don't appreciate it. And if they have another one, they have another one. No, I'm not using Katie's list outright. We have another wing on the side. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay. Sure. Interesting. This does not trade. That's fine. Oh, I mean, because it's, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's very funny, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess, but like, right? Very funny. They're playing weird stuff, so I have to be careful about weird stuff. All right. Is Bridge Crew? It's main. All right. Gotcha. Gotcha. That was a fun game, and not just because I won. Not just because I won. I can do one more game. I'm gonna do one more game. We're gonna see. Let's see how it goes. This hand is good. So I'm looking at. Also, this is a link, which is kind of nice. We are playing 4 victory Gundams, right? Yeah. I think it makes sense in like this build. This is cool. I mean, like if you don't like Banshee Norn, which I don't think there's a reason you should dislike it, but in case you don't, this build's interesting. Ooh, the bow. Just ordered 4 victories, yeah. I only own 3, and one of them is the LR Plus, which is not a flex. I'd rather have 4 regular copies, even though the LR Plus is really good. Uso, I might need 4 pilots of. Okay, they're definitely playing a uniform deck. If that's the case, then we can be... This card's been really good, even though it's kind of weird to link with sometimes. Because if they have any level 3 or lower, oh sorry, if they have any level 3 or lower, it doesn't work. Just to have the art. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, there's the issues with them. I mean, this does stink. But I think we're going to draw a card every turn now. Obviously, Uso would have been better, but this is still like fine. The fact that this has already replaced itself in a deck that doesn't play level 2s. Okay, I was going to say, oh, what's the worst that can happen? This is the worst that can happen. This is the worst that can happen. I think we still just rest it though, right? Because we still would need to, yeah. We can still like get another card draw, right? And they have to use their EX resource for that, so they're probably fine. Don't love doing this, but it's probably good enough. This card drew us true and made them give us an EX resource, so they're probably fine. But they're getting the late game pretty healthy. We already played Nail or Gauntlet. That was a different game. I mean, next turn it's just Amuro, Gundam. All right, this looks kind of silly. I think this is just better. I think this is just better. Have an unforeseen or something. Probably a kind-hearted. That's good. Enjoy your 3 pilots, I guess. This is 3 less HP, so it doesn't hit anything. Oh, they got him again. And then if they have unforeseen, it's the time to play it. Or unforeseen. I'm gonna play this, but I'm gonna play on the end step. I guess I don't know why. Just to pretend like we have something. And we can still, like, I think too many people play kind-hearted on their own turn, not realizing you can play at the end of your opponent's turn. And that is good. You still just kind of win, right? Maybe not outright. Yeah, you only get unforeseen, you don't need it, you're right. Oh boy. That's also essentially the same. I don't like. Case of fatal strikes. That's also true. I think making your opponent think that you have more cards open than you do. You know what I mean? Especially like in this deck where we could be playing unforeseen. Yeah, that's fine. I think they needed to let that one go through in case they had a base. Yeah, doesn't matter though. I don't think they're playing Norn. Unless I was playing against you. No. It's better to play Gundam Armor after the first block. So the difference is because like we have 3 AP, that makes the big difference because it makes them have to trade, which is better. In my mind. Okay, we can do one more game. Per second. I mean, yeah, we also have potential for second rest too. Like we work there. The amount of interaction with this deck gets is also pretty high. But kind hard has been a little bit better. The fact that you can't play it. I mean, there are times if my hand's like really bad. We haven't really played against aggro with this build, which I would also kind of expect this deck to be very good against aggro. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's too much value. It's worth a marker. mean, they have their own. But, I mean, they don't have to trade. Really. Very greedy. Doesn't mean it's bad, but just same effects. Probably play Kindheart at the end of this turn. We could have also played a blocker, but I think next turn being able to play 2 things out is probably better. Double thing is fine. Yeah. Two more boys. Yep, one boy. That's actually pretty good though. Okay, this is kind of weird. I think I want to make sure that this survives more often. So if I hit here, they can just trade with it easier. And then we can just kind of... Fortunately, none of these things can attack. We can stretch this to around. If they have Amuro Gundam, they win, but they already do that anyways, so I'm not too upset. I can V-dash the core fighter. I could have done that, but sorry. Let's be moderately okay. Can you with no target? No, you need to target. Oh, maybe it's because it's part of the cost. Maybe not. Maybe you're fine. Maybe you're fine with it. I'd have to double check because, like, what does this say? How's it work? Yeah, because this one you have to choose one enemy thing. You might be able to rest without it. I don't know. I'd have to double check. I can't remember. My thought is that you did need to have something. Because VDAS says specifically, press one of your other league military units as the cost, and then you choose, right? Yeah, we just said you can't play the game anymore. Yeah, we just stabilized. Honestly, for nothing, like, it is kind of nicer the fact that we have like less brick cards in this build, right? The fact that it's pretty consistent to get draws with Victory Gundam based on our testing. We don't have to play copies of Riddy and Banshee, which generally didn't do that much. I mean, we did have an extra Amuro link with having the Delta Plus, but most times I'd rather have Victory Gundam for the extra draw anyways. This didn't get, I mean, actually this got value today too, right? The fact that this does have a, like the main action is a little bit tougher with Unicorn, but against like super hyper aggro, this could be very good. And then, yeah, I'd have to check though. I actually don't know. If you asked me point blank, I would have said no. But reading it, I think there is a chance that it could be you can without it. Because obviously the only reason it makes a difference is with core fighter, right? So, but I do like that this might actually be really, Junko might be actually kind of good. And then obviously I think Gun Easy is better than the Victory Gundam that makes the token. I think this is just better more times than not. So maybe this is the way. Double base is wild work. Which one? Oh, for me having double base, you might be a little bit behind. You might have been a little bit behind. But yeah, having two bases suggest, and then like infinite blockers, yeah, that's pretty good. They'd have to do something really spectacular. So honestly, at some point, like you don't even need like this as a top end, but it's fine for what it is. It's fine for this. Unironically, like you could also just have even without the pilot turn A Gundam, we can get Breach 3 now with V-Dash Gundam, which is funny. But this build's cool. I like this build. If you this could be a build instead of if you don't like Banshee Norn as much, or if you feel like having to play Riddy and he's just kind of a bad pilot sometimes. If you really think about it, like Kind-Hearted in so many times is like a better Riddy because it's draw one off life. So it's a better Beneath the Match, yeah. A Beneath the Match mask that can link with the Victory Gundam and the Core Fighter. Yeah, because being able to, like it's in archetype, which is great. Like one of our games, because we are able to link with the Victory Gundam, we are able to turn it into a draw one pretty easily too. And it is, again, harder to link with this, because again, this is a non-conditional. Even if all their cards are rested, if they have something that is level 3 or lower, this enters rested, which is kind of rough. But if their board is empty, like you can just go off. And maybe Kind-Hearted is kind of good. Maybe it's kind of good. Maybe it's kind of good. All right. I should have this on my website. I'm on the road, but I should be able to put it up there super quickly. Yeah. If you guys have any feedback on the website, I'd love to hear it. We're trying to make it better every day. I think it's in a good spot, but we're adding more and more. Since we do have, we've got tournament data we've been adding to here, the rank online stuff. I don't know why these didn't populate. This is on me. This is for me to check after the fact of why it didn't work. We've got meta shares as well. Xeon Rush, or Xeon Aggro and Xeon Rush should be the same deck. I think we had an issue with naming these, which will be fixed. But you guys can see what decks are looking like, right? Based off like what people are using. Weirdly enough, like a lot of the changes are literally just like what vanillas you use. That's like the biggest choice for Barbatos Rush. So it looks like there's more decision making when there's not. And just the other stuff. So does the events page have a dark mode? No. And mostly because we're moving away from using the main page. Yeah, because we still have this page. Also, if you guys didn't see, we do have our first Pokemon Champions event next Tuesday. It should be a lot of fun if you guys play Pokemon Champions. Check it out. But yeah, we're going to be moving away from using this page specifically over the next couple of weeks, and just have the deck builder be the main site, and then this will be like an archive. We'll still have like the shop probably on this page because it's just easier to do that, and a couple other things. But we'll probably have it like redone. We'll probably just have this like an archive name, or have it redirect, or what have you. But yeah, this is where we're at. You can't search. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do agree, because the reasoning for it is that like we had the second name for like pilots, like double name pilots, and there's been a whole thing for it. The other thing is, like, if I remember right, I can be wrong about this. I'd have to double check. I think Bandai doesn't also put these model names on their site as well. So I do agree. You search up Gundam and it's tough, but I mean, you just go GD01 and you go for it, right? So I understand now. Or sorry, not GD01, ST01, and then you're there. But it is tough to find something named Gundam when every other card has the word Gundam in it. Sorry, we have still GD01. But yeah, you guys get it. So, but yeah, if you guys have any more feedback, Discord's also good for that too. And there's a lot of fun. I'm happy I was able to play some games with this deck. It's a lot of fun. Like an ascending or descending for HP. I will check. I felt like we did. No, it's just by set. It's just by set. Yeah, because you can do. I'll put that. I'll put that as a thing. I appreciate the ask, because we can limit it by like level and cost, but it's always default sorting by set release, which I do understand. Easier to search the pilot name, yeah, because yeah, it's in the effect name, yeah, which is not clear. I've mentioned to him, just like, why do you care about these cards having two names? And it's because the name just makes a lot of sense. So I'll message him again. I don't remember, we talked about it and this was the compromise, but I felt like, yeah, if you want to search the card name and find the card, right? But it's just tough because these cards have two names, and so based on how it's coded on our site right now, the second name for pilots are in the effect text, which is like fine, but it means that you can't search it, right? Yeah, no, because most people are looking for the pilot name because they're looking for what it links with. So okay, I'll bring those up. Maybe, probably not a quick turnaround, especially because I don't know how easy it is to change the way that we order things, but that could be something we do. I'm going to write that right now. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Have a good weekend. If you're going to be in Toronto for the One Piece Regional, let me know. I'm here right now. Should be a good time. And multiple attributes, but otherwise, I think you should be able to. What attribute do you mean? Multiple attributes. Meaning, like, what specifically? Because we do have this plus button. So for example, if you're trying to find something with AP5, and I'm just randomly looking for things, but like, Because that's what, like, give me an example shampoo master that you want to find or research. Because this plus button does add extra filters. Like Zaft and Minerva, yeah. So you can go type Zaft, and you can do type Minerva, and then you can do I? Yeah, okay. I don't know why that wasn't happy for a second. I think we must have had a different filter on, but yeah. Yeah. Honestly, like, how do I say? The website has a lot of features that I think 90% of people don't know what they are, which is fair. Which is it's something that we can do better on the UI side. But you can, yeah, we do have features that are available. But I had a typo. Okay, that's probably wrong. Yes, there are. It should be okay. I don't want to. Our plan is it's going to be, I think, similar to Mobile Suit Arena, where you just link to. I think we're deciding if it's either a Patreon account or a Google account, but you link to an account, and then if you have a free account, you get X amount of deck spaces, and then you have a way to be ad free. And then you have a way to get unlimited spaces, I think, and then some other features. We're still kind of shipping it out, but it should be by the end of the month, where we have cloud accounts, we have ad-free experiences, and then some other features for like more premium stuff. But that's like the other reason that we're doing everything on here. If we want things to be ad-free, it's way easier. I don't know if in case you guys don't know, like the main website, I made it with Squarespace 4 years ago. So this is still Squarespace. This whole the entire main site is still Squarespace, it's been fine, but I've kind of hit into the limit of what this deck can be, or what this can be, right? So that's why we're trying to move to this. But like obviously, and it's going to be like the same main page. I think the biggest thing is making sure that people know that we do have tournament data on the deck building site. We've got metadata. We've got the starter decks. We've got. If you also go here, we have like the team decks too, which is where I'm going to be putting this League Militaire Awakened one. To edit the deck from the library. Yeah, you should be. I don't think this is. Yeah, these ones expired because this is from a previous one. Like you can go deck. Let's say I'll save this one. This will probably be old very quickly. LLM Awakened. Save library. You can go to options, and then you just view deck, load without saving, yeah, and then you can just save it again. Like so, I think the easiest way to do it is that you just. Let me see. If I go here, then I go here, and I go save deck. Yeah, it's a new one every time. So this will probably be when you have like when we update it to the cloud saving. I think it'll be better just to edit it, but yeah, the easiest way for right now, unfortunately, is just to resave it as a new thing, which I know is like an extra button. Like you have to type the name again, right? But yeah. No, I'm really passionate about making this site as good as possible, so I don't mind making sure you guys know anything, and definitely in the next couple of weeks, once we like make the final, like this is the main site now, I will have to just be very adamant by people being like, where are the deck list? Where are they at? Like, I'm not looking forward to the drop of SEO when that happens, but it'll be fine. So, anyways, have a good weekend, everyone. If you're in Canada, also happy long weekend, which I learned that there's a long weekend this weekend. It's good. So, anyways, bye-bye. Bye-bye.